news, guys. Look at all this snow. So, yesterday we took all this time to plow all the snow. Because even my mom's all-wheel drive Ford couldn't get up the hill. My dad tried to get up several times, but it was spinning on all four wheels. So that wasn't good. But today, we're going to be installing a push-button start on my lawnmower. I've been wanting to do this for a while. I went to this truck junkyard, and that was what I wanted to get. So I got a push-button start off of a Mac R series, and we're gonna put it somewhere here. There's not really a lot of room, but hopefully we can do it. So I'm gonna get to planning. Okay guys, so here's the switch right here. So, I mean, I really don't need this. So I might put it just somewhere here. But if I wanted to keep that, I could probably just put it here. So I'll probably just put it here, because I don't really want to mess with this, because, you know. Oof, frozen. But, you know, because over here we have our, you know, our air supplies and stuff. They're all fake. But that took up a lot of room, so yeah, they're probably just gonna put it here. So I'll make some holes and hopefully we can drill it out. Let's see. Alright, so this is a pretty simple you know, circuit of how we're gonna hook this thing up. But, you know, for different mowers it could be more complicated. So, you know, all we're gonna do is hook up a positive battery post up to the solenoid, which, here, I'll take this gas tank off real quick and then I'll show you. Alrighty, take this off. And obviously, I have added a lot of modifications to my mower as well that I have not showed you, including some stereo speakers with a sub output. We have bright headlights, which are 100-watt halogen, and then we just have our normal LEDs that also illuminate our voltage gauge and our RPM gauge, and our RPM gauge is not working right now, so we should get a new one. This is the off and on for the reverse light, so if you turn that on, and then you put the mower in reverse, and the backlights turn on. So, and then we also have this light. This switch is for the underglow, which you're not going to be able to see, but that's just under there. So, but in here we have all of our just, oh, there's so much wires. But that's the amplifier down there. And then, you know, just all this other stuff. And then here's your governor, and then your carburetor. And again, if you guys forgot, we got the 20 horsepower Briggs. So back then, this thing was probably that $2,000 mower that you would see today. But I guess I will show you how to do this. Alright guys, so we have the switch right here. And basically what we're going to want to do with the switch right now is I already took that off. But first of all, we have, you see that we have two poles right here. So basically we're going to unscrew these nuts, which I'll unscrew these nuts real quick. Okay then, so then once you have these off, all those wires should just come right off. And then you're left with these two posts right here. Then we also have two crush washers down here. So if you want to save those, mine just fell off. But so basically, depending on what you're doing, I'm just going to run two of these. So basically, you're just going to pick two of these back. But we're actually just going to forget about all this stuff right now. And then we're going to take these wires, and then we're going to strip them. So I'm going to strip them. And then another part that you're going to need, which I'll link in the description, some of the stuff that you're going to need for this video. You're going to need some extra wire. But I will be right back with some more wire and this speed strip. So, alright. So we have, these wires are stripped. These wires are really old. So, if you want to, because sometimes, you know, these wires can be, you know, really old and bad. Because this is off of an old truck. You can buy these new and then just crimp your new wires on. But I'm just going to use the old ones because they still look pretty good. But we have these wires. These wires don't need to be very thick, because when you think about it, it's only being wired up to a solenoid, so it shouldn't get, you know, it won't get hot or anything. But you do need to make sure that it is thick enough to conduct, you know, electricity efficiently. But so basically what we're going to do is we're going to solder these wires onto here, and then onto here. And then we also have, you know, an extra roll over here, just in case we need more. And then we have some more right here. So, just in case, you know, you're going to need more wires, which I'm just going to wire the positive straight up where I wire everything else at, from one side of the solenoid. And then that will just jump, you know, hit the starter. So, I'll solder this on, and I'll be right back. Okay, so we got these all soldered up, and now basically with this, you're just gonna slot these on, and then also put the crush washers on, tighten them down, and I'll be right back. And also, before I work on any mower, I always unplug the battery. So on this Craftsman mower, we just lift up the seat, unplug them, take them away. So, sorry, I just got a notification. But I think we should be good. I will also put this thing on a charger because it's really cold and it usually doesn't start on its own power. So, we got that all out. I'll put that in a charger and then we'll get back up here. And I also forgot to mention that on some tractors, this could be a totally different setup what you're doing. At some tractors, the batteries are actually in here, such as John Deere. Which I know they do that. Which kind of makes this whole process a lot harder. But you shouldn't be, you know, it shouldn't be that hard because your solenoid should just be there. And you should have some space here if you haven't done too much modifications. But, you know, the next thing we're going to do here is that we are going to mark a little thing right here. Or, you know, a little dot. And then we're going to kind of fit that there. See if it's going to work. Bring it on the other side and make sure the wires are going to work and such. So, what I recommend is using a little step bit and, you know, working your way up. But, you know, you do you. You can just start with a big drill bit, but it could wear it down quicker. But we're just going to try and drill here, and I'll come back when we get a size that should be enough to fit in. And this process takes a while, and you also need to apply a lot of pressure. And something like my tractor, I'm probably going to take off the wheel because it's, you know, very vital that you get this straight. So I'm going to take off the wheel because the drill kind of hits it. So, and then we'll drill this hole, and then I'll be back with you guys. And also, I might as well just do this, just record me taking this off. So basically, you're just going to pop that off. Got a bolt right here with a washer, and then you take the wheel off, and it's just as easy as that. Alright, so I just put on like a 1/2 inch step bit, and you see we've made a little hole, and now the hole is big enough to house the little button. So now we're going to put in the 1 inch step bit, and then we're just going to go until we see some nice progress and that will fit in from the other side. So let's do that. Okay guys, this is going to be the end of this video. I hope you guys like it. Please like and subscribe. And this is only going to be part 1 of a part 2 video. So I'll see you in the next part 2.